Hey guys, welcome back to Tip Tuesday. My name is Matthew Sturkey with Stowmill Log and Timber Homes. Thanks for joining us this week. Last week we talked about tips for going off the grid and trying to figure out if going off the grid is right for you and what things to consider, what tips to consider in making that decision. This week we're going to get into some of the specifics about going off the grid, and we're going to talk about power, specifically about solar panels and solar power. And we're not going to talk about pros and cons or advantages, disadvantages of solar panels. We're going to talk more specifically about the tips for you considering if that's right for you. Everybody knows some of the advantages of using solar energy and the fact that it's non-renewable and the fact that it reduces your power bill and you become energy independent. And some of the things that go along with that being a high upfront cost and a longer return on investment and sunlight dependent and somewhat space limited. But let's talk specifically about what tips you need to consider when you're thinking about going with solar as opposed to some other type of energy source, whether it's geothermal or relying on your public power with a backup generator. So solar panels, a couple of the things to keep in mind. One is going to be, is it the best fit for you? Is it the best fit for your property? Is it the best fit for the solar orientation of your home on the property that you have? And is it going to be the right fit for your design? If you don't have a large roof area to put solar panels on, is that going to be the best fit for you? If you've got a small lot, I'm sure that putting solar panels in your backyard with a small lot probably wouldn't be the most desirable for you and your neighbors. So be thinking about, now, if you've got this large tract of land and you've got plenty of space and you've got a large roof design and you can put solar panels in the roof, some of our clients may not even want to see that in the roof, or the direction that they drive up to the home and where the solar panels would have to be installed on the roof may not be the thing that you want to see when you drive in. So that's the first thing. Think about whether that's the best fit for you. The second thing is it going to be cost effective? And what is the return on investment? I mean, you can read a lot of articles about solar panels, and some will say the return on investment's 6 to 10 years, and some will say it's 12 years. So every article that you read is maybe slightly different. Let's just say somewhere in the neighborhood of 10 years, you've got a return on investment for your solar panels. But just think about the upfront costs associated with the solar panel installation and the maintenance and the cost of the battery backup if you want to store that power, and think about the tax credits and the power bill reduction that you'll get. And is that going to be the right return on investment? And is it going to pay for itself in a period of time that fits you? And then the third tip to think about is, will it sufficiently power your home? If you're in an area where you don't have as much sunlight, let's say you've got a piece of property and it's really wooded and you don't want to cut all the trees down or that many trees down to expose those solar panels in the roof, or let's say that the solar orientation of your home, where the solar panels would be positioned, aren't going to capture as much of that needed sunlight. Is it going to be sufficient enough to power everything in your home? Or would it be a good backup source? Or would using your public utilities and a backup generator be the right fit? Or using public utilities and then a backup solar panel system be the right fit? So again, I'm not advocating for solar panels. I'm not saying it's good or bad. I'm saying just do your research. Make sure that it's right for you, it's right for your design, it's right for the property and the location that you're in, that it's going to give you the correct return on investment that you're looking for in the right period of time, and that it's going to sufficiently power your home with all the things that you're going to want to put into it. So those are some of the tips for today. Again, you can research stuff online. You can call a lot of different companies that offer solar panels The technology has greatly improved and the cost of installing them has greatly reduced over the last decade. So be thinking about and be researching that. And as I always say, plan ahead, do your due diligence ahead before you make that decision to make sure that that is the right direction for you. So hopefully this has been helpful. Thanks for joining us for Tip Tuesday this week. We'll continue in our Going Off the Grid series next week. If you have any questions about solar power, geothermal, or anything related to going off the grid, please feel free to call our office or call myself anytime. We look forward to you joining us for more Tip Tuesday next week. Until then, as always, stay safe and healthy and take care.